Hi, this is my first ever tutorial mixed with just playing around with OBS as a first timer. Uh, First up, why do you need a time bomb? A time bomb is basically a node that has a lifespan. It goes against the grain of a second brain or a PKM that can apply para, can apply GTD, all this stuff. It's because, why do you have to do this? Well, what happens when disaster strikes? I've been into 6 different psych wards, and when you're involuntary confined, they don't care if you back up your data, they don't care if you forgot your password. I mean, I've been into a psych ward that took me a year and 10 months. And by the time I got out, I don't know the passwords to my Gmail. And so I lost all my Notion data. My Obsidian was in a different computer. Uh, it's tough. It's tough, and that's why you have to make a set of notes that has an anticipation of when you'll be sent back to a psych ward. And to me, that's 6 months. So first off, we focus not on that's a Zettelkasten way of adding dates, but instead you add moods. So, for example, first is the pain from losing backup. So, instead of making backlinks, you made tags, Dropbox, spiral files, webinar registration, over. You basically make tags, and those tags are your reference, and your backlinks aren't going to be referencing anything else except data on moods. So everything in your backlinks has the word pain in it, and the tags are there to make searching easier. But all in all, it's not about searching for the tags. It's basically rekindling those moments where you failed. And once you failed, what's your motivation? How badly do you want to keep your notes? And so this is for 6 months before I get resent again. So what do you do in the 6 months that's painful? First off, it's painful because of obesity. By obesity, I have a trouble getting back into shape because psych wards have no concept of nutrition. They make you eat at your own schedule. They are against intermittent fasting. As you can see, this kinds of concept relies on tags. They don't rely on any kind of backlinks, any kind of graph. Like if you look at the graph, there's only this. There's no homepage. There's no element of trying to recall or trying to set dates or schedules in a timely manner. It's just simply this. You have 6 months, and that's all the note that you can take. So the first is pain. There's no, if you're gonna make a new one, still pain, damn category. It's always, water guards my bank accounts and get a credit card. So as you can see, this is basically a form of note taking that it's hard at what you're afraid of, what are your goals, whether your brain doesn't want to accept. So the first category, pain, is it hits home. Like you can create all the notes you want, but it's not generic. It's not searchable for categories. It's there to remind you that life sucks. Still, this is just one of those emotion-based categories that will disappear for 6 months. That's why it's a time bomb. It will collect all the harshest realities in your life, and then for fun, for what few moments there are, use the drop title, and use the drop title because life cannot be all pessimistic. So there has to be small victories. Like for me, one of the small victories is applying mindfulness to situations. And so I have a success story called I applied mindfulness before I was abducted on October 26th, October 26, 2018. I sat at that a policeman told me to and wasn't arrested until my family contacted transmit ambulance. My trauma from that experience is when the person on the head that said, I don't care about your human rights. And you apply this drop to a lot of things. You have a drop for mountain hiking, for example. This is when success story. I went into a meetup despite being out of shape and successfully like mounted or train beginners despite taking hours before turning to the base. So as you can see, first there was the pain, and the pain is the hardest. Like it has to hit you close to home all the time. Then I applied drops, which is it's a basic concept of, I forgot if it was in the book Barking Up the Wrong Tree, but you have to have like a 70% pessimism and mix it with a 30% optimism in order to be, how can I say it, a reality believing person. Because you're not gonna have much home runs in your life. It's all small victories. Once you start on things like drugs, because you can have, at worst, you can have sexual dysfunctions, obesity, suicidal thoughts, and they're just gonna add the meds. For me, I have been taking loxapine, which has destroyed my circadian rhythm. So after this is a good setup. What is the next category of needs? It's basically first circadian rhythm ruin cause loxapine, drowsiness, I don't know, eight, no, it's more like 5 to 6 hours of interrupted sleep. About 6 hours of interrupted sleep that and the morning sleep cycles. So that's an example of curse. It's basically the third part of these new categories, and each category is based on a set of older structures that I have in the past. But it's not until you lose all our stuff that you start realizing that there are plenty of setbacks, bottlenecks in your life. And those bottlenecks, they don't allow for much room to think, much room to organize. Eventually, some of you may be wondering how do you apply this to book reviews, to and this is an example of a book review. So first, review by Joanne by Marie Hardy. Why? Because last time I did this in the year 2020, I December 3, 2020. And then came back. All the things I own were in wrappers. And their excuse was that they can find it anyway. So they're fine. Minimalism, real. And this is how it should all work out. Book reviews should all have context of moods. There are certain books that are working, but you can't take notes of those books. Like you can't have a read wise and just understand the system. You have to consider, hey, maybe all those books that Marie Kondo says to eliminate, maybe that's keeping them is the only way to not get sent. So keeping books is the only way to not hurt. Trigger our interpretation. Crazy. So now, after all this, these three are enough for basically a time bomb. It's for 6 months you're seeing all this this stuff, and it's hitting you right in the face. For example, okay, I'm using backups, so don't do backups anymore, or maybe be prepared for longevity wrong. Maybe I lost control of my independence, so that's another painful thing. Obesity is a painful thing. And then I have small victories in clubs. And my curse is more about what I cannot change, what I have to live my life breathing into. It's a complete cycle. Yes, alone, this may be few, but it spells out your current circumstances, not for the long term, but for at least right now, in your face. You have to see this as the only thing left in your life. Moment and loss. It can be expanded on, but not by much. If you try to break these categories and use backlinks without identifiers, then the problem happens is you're creating another bunch of set of nodes that you're confused about and you don't know for those months. You don't know how you can work, because you can easily be, for example, you can easily be distracted by books on revenge. Cannot perform under this situation because police not help. They just say can send sidewards. So again, by looking at this, you can see what it is that's holding back, and then that's why you can have instilling an optimism by reading the 47 rule. Warning. If it's a distraction, and then you go and type it out. This is the closest thing you have to an association. Like everything here is loose, but now you have something like this where you're asking yourself, basically, can you trade off your time for a strategy that in 6 months it will disappear? Is this worth it? And that's your task. When there's no checklist, there's no tables, there's no tags, plugins like that mark those things as in progress. There's simply this as an identity. It's not all lost though. I have a third category, which is hope, but I don't know what to put here, for example. And what is hope? What is hope in this kind of situation? Months. They're suspicious of me. And still can run away. And it's not much. Hope is something that I have the least, how can I say it? Hope is something that I have the least hope for. It's not simple, but I add hope because you have to have a vision of what you want. You have to have a vision of what you feel is to be. It's overrated, but you simply have to have a vision of how and why you're doing things beyond a top-down approach or a bottom-up approach. Either way, you just have to have hope. Finally, compared to hope, afraid by reality, you can't escape. Been running through for 7 years. There's no escape. There's no escape. I can't. I can't see up in I don't know if I can talk to, and because I can't meet their presence without making Excuse. Catch problems. And finally, police apathy means even if I report something, they will dump. Example, when I reported Chinese people in libraries being forbidden without knowing how to speak in English or Filipino. They simply police simply said maybe it's a cyborg or Chinese. And so here ends my tutorial. I hope that this this method is not yet really in any other form. I've been watching a lot of Obsidian YouTubes of systems and all of that, and I haven't found a system like this. It's not perfect, but it's in your face, and I think that's what matters most. It doesn't get any complicated, and you don't have to search much, but all the categories there are waiting for a solution. Anyways, thank you and goodbye.